Yeah, that thing is on. Nice. All right. Welcome everybody to this rather spontaneous video. I just got my new lens, and I also bought a new camera a few weeks ago. So I wanna kind of test things out, how they work and how this camera actually works. As some of you know, I used to be a professional photographer and filmmaker in Spain, in the wedding sector, real estate sector, events in general. Also, I shot a few music videos. I was part of them. So yeah, it's always been a passion of mine to produce content. But lately, or over the past 6 months, there was just so much going on, in my private or in my personal life, and that was kind of giving me a hard time to just basically become this consistent and very disciplined person, which may or may not be changing in the future. I hope it gets more consistent, but I will not promise anything. But anyway, I wanna take this chance just to say hello, because this channel has just been dead for months now, and I just want to go over the market now. Siri's listening. Siri, why are you listening? Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about the market in general. I am receiving a lot of messages lately, be it on Twitter, be it, on WhatsApp, from friends, from family members. Just also in a Discord group and all those social platforms. Basically, they just there's a lot of questions. Whether this market is still in an uptrend, which it is obviously, but if there is still a lot of room left to actually get involved. And this question is really hard to answer in one single sentence, basically. I mean, there is a lot going on in the crypto space. There is a lot happening behind the doors, and when you check out crypto Twitter, then there is just there is a lot of bullishness as well. Obviously, we are in a bull market. The thing is, and this is what came, this is what I kind of, I don't know, like when I talk to people outside outside from crypto, I see and I hear a lot of people who are actually considering now to get into the market. And I mean that, this is nothing new. This is just, general market behaviors and cycles, basically. There is a bear market, then there is this kind of, disbelief stage, and then there is hope coming in, and now we kind of, coming into this area, or into this part of the cycle where we see euphoria as well. And this is usually the time where people take profits, where people reduce their position sizes, their portfolio in general. They rebalance it. They just want to be hedged. If tomorrow the whole world is going to crash again, then you just want to have a plan, right? So now we have this crypto space, which is evolving so quickly, and there is so much happening. There is so much innovation going on. There is traditional, from the traditional markets, there are people and enterprises and companies coming into the space. They give this certain safety now for a space which we need to actually move on. Whether or not this is the end of the cycle, which I don't believe it is anyway, but I just think the questions that people are asking, whether or not it's a good time to invest now, is a fair one, because we must be, we must stay realistic here, and we must also consider the other side of the coin, and we cannot deny that we have seen 12 months of massive rallies. So there is just like this meme where people going out and be like, okay, number go up and just long your longs, and this is all fun and dandy, and I'm doing it myself because it's just, first of all, it's part of my personality, and second of all, it's just funny. But it's also, it needs to be treated with some caution, because there is people who are not that experienced yet coming into this space, and I know this because I'm in contact now with a few friends, and they want to get involved in crypto, and they asking me how to do it, and there's a lot of education going on in that sense, and I'm trying to educate them, and I try to help them. This market has seen a lot of momentum to the upside over the past 12 months, basically since we crashed last March, or in March 2020. Since then, we just have seen an upwards trend, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I think a lot of people have made fortunes during that time, and that's all cool, basically. But now there is new people coming into this space, and we can see this, just by opening up some data on the internet, and you can see that there is just a trending situation going on around NFT, around DeFi. Especially NFT has reached a lot of people are talking about it outside of crypto, who don't even know what crypto is, and they are now selling NFTs, be it artwork, or be it just like photographs, or I don't know, whatever it is. But people who usually or who have never been in crypto, they are coming in, and they're using NFTs basically to sell their work. So this is showing me, one, there is adoption, and they might not even know that they are adopting it, but there is adoption, there is a use case, there is a market for this, and two, there is also it gives the space just more stability, because now it's not just this scam environment anymore. Now it's actually a solid market. And people are believing in it more. People are actually now considering to buy Bitcoin at 60,000, which is totally fine. But I also understand the doubts, and I also understand when people are coming to me and be like, hey, is it a good time to buy now? And I mean, I could say yes, it's still a good time, and then I would probably make myself a lot of friends in the crypto space. But I also want to just really keep this objective, and not just because I'm invested in crypto a lot, basically, 90% from the money I have is in crypto. So obviously I want it to go up, and I think a lot of people in the space are thinking the same. They have this horizon, this time horizon. It's I don't know, it's maybe 1 year, it's maybe 5 years, it's maybe 2 months, I don't know, but they believe in this crypto market. And now when people are coming to me and be like, hey Steve, is it a good time to actually get involved again, or for the first time, then I'm just telling them that it's always a good time to get involved in crypto. But you should really just have and make a plan, and try to find out an investment strategy which is actually going to protect you if the market is going to crash tomorrow. And I'm not going into this here, how you could do this. And I mean, this is just a lot of information in general, and you need to, you need to have some degree of like crypto education to actually, or just a general, investing education to actually know what you're doing in that sense. So this is the first part anyway. Like when people come to me and be like, hey Steve, is it a good time? I'm telling them, well, get educated first. I can help you with this, but get educated first, because there's no point me telling you to buy Bitcoin now at 60K and then tomorrow it might dump to 40K. I mean, that's all in the possibilities. And then they're gonna panic, and then they're gonna come to me again, and now I need to like figure out how I'm gonna, keep them calm, because there's nothing to worry about in the longer time frames. To make a point here and to keep it rather short than long, I would say yes, it's still a good time to get involved in crypto. How you play this game, that is something I cannot tell you that. First of all, there are cycles in a market. Like Bitcoin has a cycle, then altcoins has a cycle, and all of this is part of this knowledge, or this education I was talking about before. You need to be educated in this space in order to first of all position yourself correctly. That's one thing you need to understand, and then second of all, to be able to control your emotions. And we all know that when somebody is going to enter now at 60K and it's going to dump tomorrow to 50K or whatever, then they don't have the emotional stability to handle that. They will probably sell in a loss and then turn it back around and just walk away. So I think before I'm going out there and be like, hey, yes, it is still a good time to buy Bitcoin, and just, certain projects which have a future, or which could have a future, just put the time into getting educated. You can start with small amounts of investments. You can open up a Coinbase account or whatnot and just start to invest with small amounts just to get a feeling for it. But do not believe 1 second, or don't come into this market with expectations to make another 10x in 12 months. I'm not bearish at all at this point. I'm actually ultra bullish, especially when it comes to altcoins. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to tell you what to do with your money and be like, okay, just put all your money into DeFi now and you will be doing fine. I could say that and I could tell you that, and I'm pretty sure it would more or less work out. But the problem here is that you do not understand how you're going to manage this kind of money once you made it. And you will become greedy. You will, not stick to your plan if you even have a plan. So these are all things which eventually just gonna take your money back again into the market, and you will leave this first encounter with the market, you will leave with either zero or a loss. That's just how it works. I went through that, and I know a lot of people who started in 2017. They went through the same thing, and it's just part of this journey to become a successful investor or trader, whatever style you choose, and B, to understand how money works. So yes, it is a good time still to invest, but no, please do not just throw in your money, or all of it basically, just because your friend who entered the space much earlier than you did made a lot of money, and now you are convinced you could just do the same by throwing in some money into shitcoins, but you just have no clue what you're actually doing. And you know, once the market turns around like this, you're the first person who is going to be A, liquidated, or B, just, you know, panic selling. So my piece of advice, which is no financial advice at this point, also just that is mentioned, education. Educate yourself. If you want to be successful in this game, man or girl, you're gonna have a long road, a long way ahead of you. But if you really want it, then you will be successful. You just need to be able to stick around longer than the average person does. And that's usually years and not weeks or months. So that being said, this is my test video basically, but I hope there is some kind of value in it too. And I will now check out if it's even useful and if I can even use this footage or not. Anyway, I will talk to you later, and yeah, stay safe out there, wherever you are. Peace out.